On today's show, we have some major Cardinals draft rumors from Mel Kiper on ESPN. We're going to take a look at what he had to say about the Cardinals' plan here in 2026. And so I welcome everybody into Cardinals Today by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Joey O'Donoghue, and before we dive in, I encourage everybody to hit that subscribe button. If we could get to 3,000 subscribers just in time for draft day, where Cardinals have pick 3, that would be perfect. So I encourage everybody to hit that subscribe button. It is free if you want Cardinals content for free, multiple videos a week. If we grow this thing, we could be getting videos daily for you guys. So hit that subscribe button if this is your favorite team. For more Cardinals content, let's get there by draft day. 3,000 subscribers, only 820 away. So here's a direct quote from Mel Kiper about what he had to say on the Arizona Cardinals in this draft. He said, Arizona's the right spot for Ty Simpson. If the Rams were thinking of him, why wouldn't Arizona? I think the third pick is going to be interesting to move down. Arizona, who has a GM that I've always said is a let's make a deal, Monty Hall, because it's true. He is. Monty Ossenford is Monty Hall. He likes to make deals. And so Mel Kiper, here's two main takeaways I just got from that. One, he said pick 3 something to watch. The Cardinals could trade down. And then 2, brings up drafting Ty Simpson to Arizona once again. Let's start the trade down because I think that is pretty big, and that's going to surprise people. I think it's a rumor that's going under the radar right now is the fact that the Cardinals could and maybe should trade down from pick number 3. It's very intriguing to me to think about it because I think Mauigoa, the Miami right tackle, is the pick for Arizona at pick 3. I think that makes the most sense. Your biggest need is right tackle. Your biggest need as a whole is offensive line. He could even slide in and play guard, but the fact that he's a natural right tackle at your biggest need, a blue chip guy on a rookie deal, 4 years, that lines up to me. But 3's pretty high, isn't it, for a right tackle? Now, again, his numbers were really good in college football. He went to a national championship game because of how good Miami's offensive line was, as well as their defense, obviously. But Carson Beck looked fine because of Mauigoa only allowing 2 sacks, right? Really good pass blocker. He's also just a true mauler. Pushes guys over. Strong player. Like, definitely an intriguing prospect to me. And so the question then for Arizona, well, if you're going to take a right tackle that high at 3, could you trade down and get him still? Couldn't you get extra draft picks and still get the guy you were going to take at 3? You could even say the same if they do go edge, right? If they wanted to go Ruben Bain at 3, there's a possibility he slides past the top 5. Now, I don't know if you could say the same about David Bailey, maybe, but let's, just say there's a possibility the Cardinals could trade down and still get an edge right away. But to me, being that Mauigoa makes the most sense, a trade down makes even more sense. Arizona would love extra draft capital. They would love to have extra capital here in this draft as a team that is trying to stockpile young, good players here on the roster for years to come on rookie contracts. I mean, getting more draft picks and the guy you wanted, that adds up. Now, there's a chance that Arvell Reese goes past the Jets, and he's there at number 3. And I just got to say, I think I'm out on Arvell Reese. I think I'm done with Arvell Reese again. I know I just said the other day I'd actually be interested in him at pick 3. I'm done. Because when I said that was before the Ohio State Pro Day. And then all of a sudden, you see the Ohio State Pro Day and Arvell Reese. I don't think he's an edge anymore. All right, here's a side-by-side of Ruben Bain and Arvell Reese on this drill. Look at Ruben Bain on the left side. Look at the bend. Look how low to the ground Bain is able to get and stay on his feet. Now look at Arvell Reese. It's kind of an embarrassing side-by-side, to be honest. He was a little bit slow in this drill. I think it's fair to say he's just not an edge yet. I think he's an off-ball linebacker. He's an off-ball linebacker right now, which is fine. He's still a super talented, athletic freak player, but he's got development to do if he wants to be an edge. And what do the Cardinals want? An edge, a pure edge. And so now I don't think Reese makes that much sense for you, for what you want. You need edge and right tackle. And with the possibility that both of those are there with the trade down, I almost would be surprised if Monty Ossenford didn't trade down. I'd be shocked. And that third pick's very valuable. You're talking about a top 3 pick in the draft. Teams give up a lot for top 3. You could ask for a lot for the top 3, especially if you're sitting there and the best players available are there and you're not going to take the Sonny Styles, the Caleb Downs. If you're going to let these guys pass right through you, there are teams sitting there licking their chops who need defense, like the Commanders, like the Cowboys, and they're saying, well, hold on a sec. You're not going to take Sonny Styles? You're not going to take Caleb Downs? Maybe even Reese? They'll trade up with you, and you'll still get your guy. Same with Jeremiah Love. Hey, he might be the best player in the draft. Doesn't seem like Arizona's going running back anymore. And so if you're just going to let the best players in the draft slide past you and not go best player available, well, you might as well trade down, get more picks, and get who you were going to draft at pick 3. It adds up to me when you think about it. And that's why I want your opinion in the comments section. Should the Cardinals trade down? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I like to make this an interactive show. All Cardinals fans, all opinions are welcome in the comments section, even when you disagree with me. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this. But when I put it that way, I want to trade down if I'm the Cardinals. So let me know by getting a letter in that comment section. As for the Tai Simpson part of this, okay, a lot of rumors here on Tai Simpson lately. Dan Orlovsky spreading the narrative that he's better than Mendoza. I think he lost his dang mind. It's not true. But let's talk about the idea of Tai Simpson going to the Cardinals. Mel said it's the perfect spot for him. It's not that I don't like Tai Simpson. Let me make that clear. It's not that I think he should be a 7th rounder, a complete bust. No, he's the second best quarterback in the class. It's not a great quarterback class, but, he'd be in my top 4 for sure. He gives me Mac Jones vibes. I think early on in the season, you saw a lot of good plays. There's not really a good track record of NFL quarterbacks that didn't have many starts in college, right? And he just didn't have a lot of experience. Maybe he's a little more athletic than Mac Jones. But the point is, those are system quarterbacks. He does need a system to succeed. And to Mel's point, remember, the Rams were rumored to like Ty Simpson a lot, okay? And obviously Michael LaFleur was on that staff with Sean McVay. So maybe if LaFleur likes him, this is something the Cardinals would do. Bring in Ty Simpson early in this draft. But again, he needs a great system. Could that be Arizona? We've got a lot of good pass-catching weapons. I will give us that. But O-line's got to be figured out if you're bringing in a guy like Ty Simpson. It's not going to work. It's not going to work if there's no time for him. And you got to think, that 2027 quarterback class is stacked. Really is. I'd rather wait till then to use a first-round pick on a quarterback. And if I'm Arizona, for that reason, I'm not trading up to get a quarterback. Okay? The rumors from Field Yates were that the Cardinals would trade up back into the first round to get Ty Simpson. Adam Schefter says Ty Simpson's a first-round pick. I'm not giving up draft capital to get Simpson in the first. I'd crash out if they do that. Different story if he's there in the second, though. If he's there when you're actually picking, that's something to consider if you like him that much. And I get it. In the NFL, if teams like a quarterback, they'll move up to get him. That's what they do. I don't like him enough to move up to get him. If he's there in the second, I'll think about it. I think I'd rather a quarterback later than that, though, to be honest, with Arizona, just because of how much you need on this roster. Let's get all the first and second round picks on just cornerstones of offense and defense for years, and then get the quarterback next year. That's my take. But I want to know yours, as always. Would you draft Ty Simpson in the second round if he's there? Type D for draft, type P for pass. Let me know by putting a letter in the comment section down below. I mentioned a couple quarterbacks I think that could be better options later. One that sticks out to me is Garrett Nussmeier, LSU guy. He does have good arm strength. He does have a good build for a quarterback. I think that he was, early on before this year being talked about as a first-round talent. He slid a bit, but he's someone I would like if the Cardinals got it. Wouldn't mind at all. You could say Drew Aller goes even later than Nussmeier, a guy who's 6'5" and has an absolute cannon. I think that there's a lot of development needed for Aller in terms of accuracy sometimes, but he's got a rocket arm and a good build. If he's there in the 4th round, 5th round, I think I'd rather add him to the quarterback room than use the first on Ty Simpson or early second. That's my take on the quarterback situation for Arizona in the draft specifically. Like I said, get your comments in the comment section down below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can hit 3,000 subscribers by the time the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock for pick 3. Appreciate you all tuning in to Cardinals today, and I'll see you guys next time with more Cardinals news and rumors videos.